Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's continuing coverage of the 2018 Cooks Cup. It's semifinal action right now. Semifinal number one between the Parkview Panthers and the Par-en-Bas Sharks. My name's David Doucette. With me today, CJ Killam. CJ, should have a good game.
Oh, definitely. Semifinal action. Both these teams looking to go into the finals. Also, because they're playing in this game, going to have a little bit of advantage over the other team that's going to be making it to the finals because only 1 hour rest between the second semifinal and the final. So huge advantage going right here. Par-en-Bas able to pull off the upset in the quarterfinals. They came in as the 7th seed, upset West Kings, who came in at number 2. So looking for another upset here as Parkview's been having a dominant tournament.
That's true. Par-en-Bas beat West Kings 3-0 in the quarterfinal. And that got them to this semifinal. Parkview, on the other hand, defeated a local team, Barrington, 5-0. Parkview, an outstanding tournament so far, I believe only letting in 1 goal.
And never scoring less than 5.
Well, I guess that sets the stage for a very uphill battle for the Par-en-Bas Sharks, but that's why we play the game.
That is why we play the game. And Par-en-Bas, I feel like that they're going to embrace that underdog role. They know Parkview might be already looking too far ahead towards the finals. Hopefully Par-en-Bas is able to take advantage of that because that's something especially what I realize Parkview can get a little bit rattled, especially in that their quarterfinal game against Barrington. They were taking a lot of undisciplined penalties. So if Par-en-Bas is able to get under Parkview's skin, get them into a little bit of a trade war with some penalties going other way, get some undisciplined ones, take advantage of those power play opportunities, they could create an upset.
Well, we're about to get underway. Par-en-Bas in blue going from left to right. Parkview in white going from right to left. They control the Gladwin has it. Goes up, skates in, chips it in deep. Going back the other way is D'Entremont. Rips it around. Getting there first is going to be Glover for Parkview. Panthers coming away. That's Mason. Mason spins it in front. Good opportunity for Glover. Can't quite get the shot away, though. Glover behind the net. Mason. Mason back to the point. Sabian. Back to Mason. Back to Sabian. He's got a lane. Takes that wrist shot through a crowd and in. I believe that deflects off number 5, Jensen Glover. And very early in the game, Parkview establishes that first goal.
Parkview going right into what they do best, cycling that puck around, looking to create a space, and they do it perfectly again. Up to the point, they shot it through, deflects off of Glover in front, and nothing Babin can do on that one as the puck moved on him. As you'll see here on the replay, Babin had himself set, and then the puck just completely starts going the other way. So unfortunate bounce there for Par-en-Bas.
Darcy tries to get it up. Chipping it through, pushes it forward to Sam. Sam's with a shot. That goes off of a leg. Good defensive work there by Lee. Lee has the puck behind his own net. And a big attempted hit there by number 7, Cook. He misses it. Then the puck goes up on the screen.
Par-en-Bas looking to respond quickly there after letting in the early goal. They go right on the counterattack because they don't want to let Parkview get into that momentum, let them get rolling and back into their cycle. So some good work there by Par-en-Bas trying to respond quickly.
Starting goaltender for Panthers is Ben Peveril.
Actually, I think that's number 30.
Croft. Sorry, Croft.
Yeah,
Thank
number
you.
31 in net.
And it's Babin who's been in net the entire tournament for the Sharks. That I've seen, the games I've seen anyway. Coming back the other way, we have Wilkie. Wilkie with the lead pass, just under the reach of Cook. Back to Wilkie. Breaking back the other way is Darcy. He loses it. But a neutral zone play now, chipped in deep. Stopped behind the net by Croft. Picking it up is Wilkie. Wilkie spins the other way, has some movement, some ice. That's just a little too quick there as Hayden Young. Nice anticipation to get that puck, but just a little ahead of the game as player didn't get out of the blue line.
Yeah, that would have been a good opportunity there by Young. A good read by Young as well to get that interception. But again, just a step too early.
Linesman having a lot of difficulty trying to drop a puck right now. Wants his airtime. And back the other way, that's Warner. Warner tries to chip it out. It goes off of a leg. Good help there. Trying a bank shot, trying that stretch pass. Young's going to get there first for the Panthers. Tries to chip it forward up to McLean. Breaking back the other way is D'Entremont. D'Entremont tries to slide it in front of the net, and it gets intercepted. Back in front again, off a stick, and there's another run! And once again, Andre D'Entremont right there, but could not put it past Croft. Good reactionary save by Croft. At the high side against the boards, coming up with Panthers. Panthers with a shot. Coming back now is Parkview. Breaking out the other way is Young. Young has some issues with it. Still trying to gather it in and just pokes it into the neutral zone. Taking back forward is Young again. This is Liam Young. We have Youngs on both teams. Glover going for it. Nice hard work getting to it. Goes to his right. Hard wrist shot. Nice save by Babin. Very steering it into the corner. Coming back the other way is O'Brien. He loses the puck. Nice work by Ryland D'Entremont. Goes around the boards. Gladwin keeps it in. Back down to Chisholm. Chisholm tries to cycle it low. Good defensive work, though, by the Panthers. Chipped out into the neutral ice. Trying to work the other way. Good team speed here by both of them right now. Coming back, that's Gladwin. Gladwin trying to get it up to Noss. Couldn't quite get there. Solid hit, though, against the boards to DeViller. Nice speed coming out of his own end is Tyler Mason. Carrying that speed down. Goes hard to the right. Past the defense. Has some room. Hooked. No penalty called. Really good speed there by Mason. We'll have to keep a watch out for that. He's got wheels.
He was just blowing by all the Par-en-Bas skaters that try to keep up with him. That's a lot of good speed there.
Mason gets it back to the point to Wilkie. Wilkie with a wrist shot. Babin makes the save. Struggles to find the rebound. Finally comes back into him and gets the whistle.
See here on that replay, that fantastic chance from a while ago for Par-en-Bas. A almost lucky bounce and just missing on that rebound deflection at the side of the net. A good job there by Croft to keep the pad hugged tight against the post.
Face-off controlled momentarily by the Sharks. Panthers get it behind the net. That's Zink. Zink in front. Oh, a one-timer attempt just out of reach. Back to the point. Over to Lee. He has trouble hanging on to it, and the Sharks will clear the zone. Coming back the other way is Cutro, Yannick Cutro. He scored a couple goals in this tournament. Michael Cook trying to break away for the Panthers, but there to defend 25, Drew D'Entremont. That puck's going to get cleared all the way down the ice, and with 10:46:45 to go in the first period, our score remains Parkview Panthers 1, Par-en-Bas Sharks no score.
Still a lot of back and forth action. Par-en-Bas not going down without a fight. They've actually controlled the majority of the pressure so far in this game. It's just Parkview able to get the better and more high-quality chances.
Back to the point to Noss. Noss fires it hard off the boards. Ringed around the back. Behind there is Zink. Pass in front. Ooh, and he did have Ben Chisholm waiting. Good defensive work there by the Sharks. Back behind the net again. Pass out in front. This time the puck does get there, but the shot can't get by the defenseman's skate. Breaking out hard the other way, we've got Doucette. He goes hard to his right. Sorry, check that. That's Young. Back to Smith. Smith behind the net. Tries to get it back to Young. Young flips it out front. Can't reach the player, though. Connor Zink gets tangled up in a linesman trying to get the puck going. Back in their own end, Par-en-Bas. He'll go cross ice to Young. Young with a nice lead pass. Well defended there. Spotting that is Tristan Eisner. And he's able to intercept that pass, but then his breakout pass a little in front, and it goes down for icing as well.
A lot of neutral zone play in that last rush as both teams doing a good job at their own blue line, not allowing players to get in clean. Looks like the dump and chase is going to have to be the main effective way for both of these teams to get into the attacking zone.
Face off, controlled by the Panthers, back to the point. That just goes by everyone, though. It's going to make it all the way down to Babin. He'll leave it there for Christian D'Entremont. He rolls it around looking for Doucette. Just gets past him, but does make it to the neutral zone. And back the other way, Sabian tries to go forward. Doucette comes in, but just a little bit offside. DeViller couldn't quite get that foot back over.
Yeah, DeViller tied up there with number 4, Mark Sabian. And, just couldn't get back onto the past that blue line. And, that's about the third offensive opportunity taken away from Par-en-Bas because of an offside.
Par-en-Bas comes away with the puck. Doucette flips it in. Sabian knocks it down, chases it down. Chips it up to Lonis. Lonis chips it up further. Par-en-Bas there. It's an opportunity directed towards the net, but not much on that one. Gladwin in the corner for the Panthers. He's got some room. Takes that skating. Goes hard to the right. Drop pass. Wrist shot. Nice to the middle. Here's an opportunity. Maybe one pass too many there, as there was a good scoring opportunity where he had it, and he tried to slide it over instead.
Yeah, some great defense by Par-en-Bas, able to intercept that final pass and keep this just a one-goal game.
DeViller with some good work behind the net, but gets checked hard off the puck. Both players getting up a little slower. Breaking back the other way is O'Brien. O'Brien tries to go in. Nice defensive work again, this time by Justin Goodwin. Chipped out and over. Peb goes. Nice move to get around, but just too many Panthers. Good team defense as everyone gets back en masse. Coming back the other way. Back to the point. Held in nicely there by Jaden Sams. Pass in front. Good stick work there by the Panther defense. Another opportunity. It's up. The shot. Another shot. Puck still loose, but blown down. Great opportunity there for the Panthers to tie that game.
Yeah, Par-en-Bas again going hard.
Panthers. Sharks.
Par-en-Bas going hard on the attack. They're not going down without a fight. As you see here on the replay, again, it's a bouncing puck out in front, sent right in front into the blue paint, and it was the Sharks just digging at it, but good job by Croft to cover it up.
Sams chips that out. Coming back the other way is Mason. He's going to have to wait for his team to tag up. They do. Fired right back in. Good forechecking work there by 21. Noss getting in first. Ripped around the boards. Can't be held in. He didn't touch it. It's going to be no icing. That's Lee. Lee chips it back behind his own net to Mason. Mason spins away from the forecheck, goes behind his own net again. He'll break out. He's got some speed. Gets by one. Gets by two. Still has it. Going to his left. Tries to feather it in front, looking to try to get a nice tip in by Young. It was well defended by Ryan Warner. Cross ice pass to O'Connell. O'Connell chips it forward. Liam Young's going to get that first for the Panthers. He goes cross ice. Chipped up forward to the neutral zone and fired right back in again. Young has it for the Sharks. Breaking back the other way is McLean. McLean zigzags through a couple people, has some room, goes to his left, veers right, looking in front, tries to get the pass. Once again, well defended, this time by Cutro. To the point, Young keeps it in, but only momentarily as the Sharks are able to get that puck out.
Seems that Par-en-Bas has the game plan for Parkview well scouted out and ahead. Parkview looking for those cross-ice passes, and Par-en-Bas anticipating them very well.
Tristan Eisner behind his own net. He'll wait. Had lots of room as the Sharks were making full-cell changes. Once again, that pass up the middle, that passing lane taken away, clogged up in the neutral zone. Connor Zink makes a nice move to go to the middle on his backhand, tries to feather in a pass, looking for Jensen Glover, couldn't quite get there. Another attempt coming this way is Chisholm. Chisholm surrounded by two Sharks and taken off the puck. Sharks come away with it, and that's going to be Warner who just chips it out to relieve the pressure. They'll chip it forward again, gain the red line. Actually has some room because the Panthers were making a change. Takes a wrist shot, can't get by the defense. A lot of attempted shots, CJ, but not a lot getting through.
Yeah, bodies getting right in front of those shooters, keeping the puck away from their goaltenders. And if you're a goaltender, that's what you want to see from your defense.
Going hard into the corner. That's going to be O'Brien getting in there for the Panthers. Gets to the point and held in. Ryan D'Entremont, Ryland behind his own net. Chips it forward just a little in front. Doucette throws it in deep, and he'll peel away to change. Croft stops it, actually fires it, keeps it going to Lonis. Lonis tries to get it out. Up to O'Brien. O'Brien gains the red line, fires it in. In there strong is Henniger. It's going to get all the way back to the point. Shot towards the net. Big save. That one did get all the way through. Held in again, this time by Sabian. Sabian into the corner. That's a return pass. A good give-and-go opportunity. Once again, well defended by the defense of the Sharks. They're picking up that man in front, and they're covering that stick and not allowing that give-and-go opportunity.
Yeah, and a good job lifting the sticks of Parkview who are in front of the net.
Nice pass in front. The shot. Big. I'm not sure if it went off a body or a save, but he had a great opportunity to score there.
It looked like from my angle, Babin got his blocker on that one. Again, some more great work by Parkview getting those shots and those deflection opportunities right in front of the net. They're continuing to go through, and even though the Sharks are doing a good job taking away a lot of them, every once in a while they're getting through and they're creating high-quality chances.
McLean lead pass over to Cook. Cook trying to find Mason. Instead chips it in and chases. Cook goes in the corner, takes out the Par-en-Bas player, chips out forward. Nice pinch in there by Wilkie. Wilkie gets it in front. No real shot, though. Back to the point to Cook. Check that. That's Lee who gets it in deep. Both teams fighting for it at the half board. Goes back behind the net. That's Darcy digging in for it for the Sharks. Once again, two sets of players in there. The referee's going to let them play this through. Darcy gets it, chips it in the neutral zone just to relieve the pressure. Looks like he has just about enough on that, and no, he didn't. Just a little too strong. Icing. Nice little stretch there without a whistle, though. It's a good little play that time. Only 3:48 to go in the first half.
A lot of back and forth action, and that's good to see. And that's something you would expect to see at this point in the tournament, as most teams have, as both these teams have played 3 games so far in the tournament. So you have a feel for the ice, you have the feel of the flow of play. So hopefully that limits the whistles during a game.
Smith takes the check and chips it up to D'Entremont. D'Entremont flips it in deep. He'll chase after it. Getting there first is Wilkie for the Panthers. He chips away from trouble. Tries to get it out. Fired right back in. Back behind the net for the Panthers. The Sharks. I can get that right before the end of the game. All those P's. I want alliteration. Lee gets it. Fires it up. Oh, cross-ice pass just out of the reach of Logan Noss. Coming back the other way is Kalen Wallace. Wallace goes against the boards. That's going to make it all the way out as the defense were changing for the Panthers. Young goes cross-ice to Henniger. Henniger stops, looks, back to Young. Nice breakout move as they're putting the puck back and forth. But that's Hayden Young for the Sharks that intercepts that. Good opportunity now for the Panthers. A shot! Didn't get much on that one. And that was 17. Ethan Doucette was checked right at the end, but it still could have slid underneath the goaltender. But it didn't.
I think that's what Doucette was looking for. Maybe not so much a power, but to try and just see the open space low on Croft. But Croft stood tall on that one.
Ryland D'Entremont gets it forward. Coming right back the other way, though, is Eisner. Eisner chips it in deep, and he'll chase. Getting there first are the Sharks. Lead pass up to Doucette. Doucette chips it up. Green can't quite get that one. High check there. Going to have to be careful. Got to cut those arms down if you want to check people. If we've learned anything from this tournament, is that you want to stay out of the penalty box.
Oh, teams always try to take advantage of their power play opportunities, and they're almost always the biggest factor in a game.
Good read by Darcy getting in front of that, but Young's going to get it behind his own net. Good forechecking. Good forechecking by DeViller behind the net now. Young does come away with it. Gets it back to the point. Chip back in there. Darcy's going to fight for it. Check that. That's DeViller again. Now it's Darcy. That's Jensen Glover the other way. He'll try to chip it out. Goes into his own bench with 1:43 remaining in the first period. Even though the shots, CJ, are only 4-4, it's a lot more action than that.
As you see here, that fantastic play by Doucette, who just tried to slip it in 5-hole through Croft, but Croft doing an excellent job. And again, only 4 shots for each team, but there's been a lot more offensive pressure than that. There's a lot of shots just going wide. Off the face-off, another quick one there from Par-en-Bas.
Couple quick shots, but like the quality scoring attempts, there's really only been maybe one for Parkview, where it was a big blocker save that was that Babin made. Coming back the other way is Glover. He gains the zone, gets into the corner, fighting for it in the corner. Pair of fives, O'Connell and Glover fighting. Par-en-Bas comes away with it momentarily. Both teams still trying to establish presence in the zone. To the point and just out. Gladwin with it. He gains the red line, fires it in deep. Lonis going in and does get there first. Tries to flip one in front. It's steered into the corner by Babin. Once again, both teams in the corner. Comes back out. Spinning around is Glover. Glover's all over the ice, actually. Nice lead pass. Oh, just out of the reach of Yannick Cutro. He's going to chase it down. Tries to get that puck between Sabian's legs, but Sabian there just in time. Big check, and that's going to be either boarding or checking from behind, and there's a penalty that's called.
That's a boarding call.
Boarding call, which is the lesser of those two evils.
It definitely is, and that's also going to be the first penalty in this game. As you see here on the replay, that's number 7. He takes his man hard into the boards, and that's a textbook call. Ref's going to call it every single time.
Especially that high. In a case like that, if you want to follow up your check, you almost have to just kind of lean in, wrap them up, and even get your hip into their lower body. But when you check them up high where it just drives their head or their upper body into the boards, that's going to get called all the time.
Yeah, it was hands right into the numbers, and that's how they tell the referees that's how you call it. And referee's going to call that one every single time. So now Parkview going to get the first power play of this game.
Smith able to grab that for the Sharks to clear the zone right away. Coming back the other way now is Wilkie. Wilkie spins around, gets it in. That's Henniger. Henniger with a drop pass. He gets it back again. That's a bad pass across. We got a breakaway. Coming back now we have Smith. Smith with a shot. And it's a save. He was like he was just fighting to stay away from that defenseman the entire time. And now we've got a penalty from behind, probably a hooking.
Well, yeah, he was getting tangled up as Smith was coming in on that breakaway. We'll see how it breaks off, but it's a fantastic read there by Smith. He saw that pass coming. He got his stick out to deflect it open, and then off to the races he went. But also a good job by the Parkview defender to try and catch up with him. You'll see here on the replay. And that stick is kind of getting up there for Parkview, which eventually took that one. It took the scoring chance away, but also they lost their power play opportunity. Now we got some 4-on-4 hockey.
8.6 seconds of it until they switch hands. Face-off control by Parkview. There's a shot. Solid opportunity, but well wide. Warner misses the net. Slams the stick on the ice afterwards. A wraparound attempt right at the end. Another wraparound from the other way. Another shot, and the horn goes as the Par-en-Bas Sharks were milling right around that net 4-on-4. Just in the nick of time, the horn blows.
A well-timed horn for Parkview as they were reeling off of some good offensive chances from Par-en-Bas. As you see here, Parkview had it behind their own net but could not settle the pass. Par-en-Bas did a great job just stripping their man of the puck, getting it right up in front. 2 wraparound opportunities taken away. And thankfully, in the nick of time for Parkview, the horn sounded, the green light went up, and because Peb was looking for their goal there.
You could see as the horn was going, there are 4 skaters and 1 goaltender on the ice, and there was only 1 skater on his feet. Everyone else was diving everywhere, just trying to get their body in front of a puck, trying to avoid that wraparound to come from either side. Luckily, there was just 8.7 seconds left in that period when all of that commotion happened, because they were certainly not in a position to defend.
Exactly. They were almost trying to cover the puck themselves since it was out of the goaltender's reach. And again, only 5 shots for each team in that first period. It was it's been very much a defensive game, but also still the majority of the game being played in the offensive ends. A lot of times you see with the low shot games, it's a lot of play in the neutral zone. This one's been both on the offensive side, so it's been great defense being played by both teams who have had to work hard to limit the offensive chances from either side.
And except for a couple areas, especially the last 10 seconds and a couple other times, for the most part, I'm going to give Parkview credit. They have dominated most of the play, and therefore I also give credit to the Par-en-Bas Sharks because it's been their stellar defensive zone defense, team defense, that's taken a lot of shot opportunities away from Parkview.
Exactly. Parkview's been looking to create some high offensive chances, but it's been a very good intelligence from the Sharks to intercept those plays.
O'Brien coming down. We got some 4-on-4 hockey for a little over a minute. O'Brien in the corner. Lots more open ice now. We'll see what the teams can do with it. Cross ice. Chipped in deep by Gladwin. Going back behind the net is Lonis. Lonis does recover it. He'll flip it down. Even on 4-on-4, they're going to do a bit of a cycle. O'Brien again, taking off the puck. And Darcy's going to come away with it. It's a little in front of him. Still goes, carries his speed, tries to chip it forward. Didn't really have the right angle, though, and put himself offside.
Yeah, not quite the bounce Darcy was looking for there. Ends up coming in offside. And now it's also going to get into the fact of, it's a little bit poor ice, no flood. So you could see it there as Darcy was going in on that rush. That puck kind of bouncing on him a bit. He was having a hard time settling it. We'll see how that continues to affect the play throughout the second period.
Puck chipped in deep, going back for it. The Panthers coming out, though, are the Sharks. There's an opportunity. Oh, just taken away. Lead pass up to Gladwin. Check that. That's Glover. Glover has it. Tries to rip it in front. It's going to get back to the point. Here's a slap shot. And it's in! Big slap shot by Liam Young. I think it went through some people because Babin was very late reacting to that.
Yeah, it was a bouncing puck. The initial pass got deflected up to the point. And then Liam Young, he just teed it up, sent it flying right into that net.
He was able to skate right into that one. He saw that puck slowly coming to the point. Just to see it coming there, he had a lot of time to just set that up and go right into it. And you have to wonder whether or not that defender for maybe Hayden Young, somebody for the Sharks that was sliding in front to try to block it, whether or not that obscured the view for Babin.
And Babin also, he reacted to that initial play, but then and he was already down his butterfly by the time the puck was headed up towards Young. So Young did a perfect job. He teed it up and sent it high over into the corner.
Ryland D'Entremont gets it up. That one's going to get picked up. Another opportunity for the Panthers. Going hard that way is Tristan Eisner. Eisner gets it back there for Glover. Glover zigzags, gets the puck taken away from him, though. Tristan D'Entremont goes back pass. That's going to get flipped up into the rafters. Didn't touch anything, though, so they let her play. Held in once again. Chipped in deep. Sharks have to tag up. They do. It's a power play opportunity right now for, well, not anymore. Just finished. So we are on 5-on-5 skaters again. For a brief amount of time, the Sharks did have a power play for, maybe about 20 seconds?
Well, about 20 seconds, and again, the puck was mostly in their zone during it.
Coming back the other way, we've got the Panthers again. That's Mason. Mason gets it back into the corner to Henniger. Henniger fighting for it. Mason helping up the wraparound. That was very close as Babin did not get over to that side, and the puck slid across the blue ice. One-timer shot. Babin slides over and makes a save. Back to the point again. Pass in front, picked off by the Panthers, and they're going to chip it down the ice, and that likely has enough wheels to make it all the way down. And with 12:16 to go in the second period, we'll have an icing. The score, Parkview Panthers 2, Par-en-Bas Sharks, no score.
Panthers continuing to put on the pressure after scoring that second goal. Sharks reeling a little bit here. They need to get some momentum going. They need to get the puck out of their own zone.
How big would that goal have been at the end of the first period had they been able to do one of those wraparounds?
Completely different game at this point. But unfortunately, again, a well-timed end of period for Parkview.
Brendan Smith goes wide to his left, stops, tries to get the puck. Good defense there by 17 Lee. Back to the point, directed towards the net, pass in front. Trying to get it to Young, but he's not going to get there in time. Henniger comes, goes back and forth. Young defends. Henniger gets it again. The shot slides it around the ice. Don't think you got all of that one.
No, I don't think you get it. It was a bit of a rolling puck.
Wrist shot from the point, steered aside. Pinching in again is Lee. He gets it back to the point, slides it back over to Wilkie. Wilkie with a shot. Blocker save. Rebound. That one just goes wide. Panthers are buzzing now.
Yeah, the Panthers doing a good job cycling some good quality chances so far. And again, Sharks seem to be on their heels.
Hayden Young comes away with it. He's going to get chased from behind. Makes the move. Tries to go inside and out. Well defended there by Zach Gladwin. Back in the corner to O'Connell. Stopped at the point. Tries to stop the second one. Coming again, though, is Henniger. Henniger with a 2-on-1 with McLean. Henniger has it. Takes the shot. Save. Gets the puck in the corner behind the net. That one's going to be flipped and back to the point. Not going to get to Noss, though. Good work there by Doucette to get to it first. Long shift. Is he going to try to just chip it in? No, goes wide to his left. Tries to take a shot just a little late as Eisner gets his stick in there. Henniger again with a lead pass, one of those Hail Marys. Goes all the way down the ice in front of everybody, though, for the icing. 10:37 to go in the second period. Score remains 2-0 for the Parkview over the Panthers, where we'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's coverage of the 2018 Cooks Cup.
Lucky break there for Par-en-Bas. They gave up a 2-on-1. A little bit ill-timed pinch there by number 5, Gavin O'Connell. Went in a little bit too deep. Ended up giving up the 2-on-1, but Babin, lucky for them, able to bail them out.
We're seeing a few more shots now, too. just because it was so low, about 5-5 or 6-5 at the end of the first, and it's
Parkview,
already 11-6.
Yeah, Parkview has already surpassed their shot total for the entire first period in the first 5 minutes of the second.
Wilkie, hard around, chip forward, cross-ice pass just behind Cook. He'll find it and dump it in. Getting in there first, having more wheels right now, O'Brien tries to get in front. Pass in front, that's going to go to the other side. That's Lonis. Lonis gets it back to the point. Back to Lonis. Spins away from trouble. Pass in front. That's Young again with a hard slap shot, and yet again, 2 slap shots by Liam Young, 2 goals.
Liam Young, he's got that rocket for a shot, and it seems to be working now. As again, this time though, it was an intentional setup from his teammate. Sent it up to him on a platter. He teed it up once again. And at that point, as a goaltender, you just have to hope it's going to hit you as you almost react more to the puck coming at you than in the actual shot. As again, a beautiful pass to set that one up perfectly on a platter, and Liam Young. And it's almost like the puck instantaneously goes in the back of that net, as I can't see it traveling there, so I doubt Babaz was having a hard time seeing it as well.
Breaking in again are the Panthers. Going in there is O'Brien. Brian goes into the corner, taking off the puck. He gets some help, but nope. Back to the point. Held in by Gladwin. Gladwin gets it in deep to Sabian. Nope, doesn't quite get there. Good work by the Panthers. And there's the difference. There was a chance there for the Panthers to check somebody hard against the boards, wrap them up instead, didn't drive them in, no penalty called. The play keeps going.
Exactly.
Good smart hockey.
That's how they teach you to do it now. You go with the wrap along the boards. And it's good to see now because you're seeing that happen more frequently. Well, because we're getting about that to that 10-year point since that's really been the more frequently adapted. So now it's good to see that you're seeing the players who've been taught that their entire lives coming up through the minor hockey system. So again, it's good to see that because it keeps all the players more safe.
Exactly. Cross-ice pass, that's just in front. Going to be picked up by Gladwin. Zips around one person, gets it in. Got to be careful, that door's open. You want to shut that. It can be dangerous. Sams has it. Sams goes cross-ice. Nice pass there by Cutro. Cutro gets it over to Young, but just offside.
Again, another good offensive opportunity taken away from the Par-en-Bas Sharks because of offside. I feel like that's the 5th one, 5-4, that they've lost out on because of just being a hair offside, that step early. But you have to you can understand though the anxiousness from the Sharks. They're down 3 goals. They've been down this entire game. They really want to get that step ahead to at least get one more and bring this to a 2-goal deficit. That
limited number of good scoring opportunities that the Sharks have been able to establish for themselves in this game, they're taking away those potential opportunities. That one goes in front and gets underneath the paddle of the goaltender, but cleared away easily. Nice work there by Warner, anticipating that cross-ice pass and going in. Croft stops the puck, plays it. Gets it up to McLean. McLean chips it to the point. Warner with a shot. That's going to be picked off, and coming back the other way once again are the Panthers. This is Chisholm again. Chisholm goes to his right. Tried to look. Back to the point. That's Henniger. Check that. That's Eisner with a shot that makes it all the way through. Back into the corner. Spinning away. Nice play there. Wallace tries to get it to the point. Does, but can't quite get it out yet. But now they will. That's going to get chipped down the ice, and it will probably make it all the way down. Nope, no icing. Must have checked off somebody. Nice lead pass. Chipped ahead nicely to Zink. Bang, bang, back in the middle. Good defensive work by Warner, but it goes back in front. Both teams scrambling to get it. That one's going to make it all the way down the ice. No argument about this one. Definitely an icing.
Yeah, but
good opportunity there in the Panther zone, though, in the Shark zone for the Panthers.
Fantastic work for Parkview again, getting another good high-quality chance. But again, the Sharks' defense able to get in front of those passes, deflect them away. But again, it was a smart icing taken by the Sharks as they saw that Parkview was really pressing hard.
And they were stuck in their own zone. And once again, second period, those changes are long. When you get hemmed in, you're going to be hemmed in for a while. Sabian with a shot, pass over. There's a wrist shot. Big save. Zach Gladwin with the shot, and Babak gets that puck into the breadbasket, contains the rebound to get the whistle.
And you can see kind of Parkview's offensive game plan kind of changing a little bit. Last 2 goals coming off of shots from the point. And now that seems to be what Parkview's trying to do now. They're trying to get that puck up to the point, send it through all the bodies in front.
Coming back the other way now, we've got skating hard is Josh Green. Takes one check. The second one gets nailed. Bounces right back up, though. That one's chipped ahead. Christian Danchman can get there first, chip it back into the neutral zone. Attempted hit coming there. That one didn't come. Going the other way is Mason. Mason gains the zone. It's a 3-on-2. Back pass to Glover with a shot. That goes off a leg. Glover gets it again, chips it behind. That cycle that the Panthers have been using all game. Back to the point. That's Gladwin. Gladwin with a cross-ice pass. That one's into a crowd. The puck's there. Nice save by Bamba. Able to find that puck. Sabian again with it. Slips it down. Deep again to Zink. Zink back to Sabian. Sabian just keeps it in. Losing control. Just directs it towards the net. That rebound there comes out back in front. And once again, the Panthers all over the Sharks. But the Sharks finally able to clear the zone.
Clear the zone, but not able to get to the bench. But luckily for the Sharks, it looks like that puck just coming in a bit offside. Oh, no, it's a too many men. Too many men going against Parkview. Coaching staff for Parkview right now complaining about it. Got to be careful to not get we've seen a few unsportsmanlike from the benches so far in this tournament, so the refs are liable to call that. But now a fantastic opportunity for Par-en-Bas, getting another power play opportunity. They were able to generate some chances on their last one.
Panthers still have to throw somebody in the box to actually serve this bench minor.
I feel like they're still arguing the call a bit.
He let him have a couple words in and then kind of said, that's enough.
It's been zero tolerance. The referee's been calling it pretty strict so far in this tournament. They're not giving too much leeway.
Face off to the left of Croft. We haven't called his name too often. Controlled by the Panthers and ripped right down the ice right away. The band's going to stop that. Riding in hard is Chisholm. They're going to have to look at this. Chisholm is not playing this as if it's just a penalty. And he does get control. Good work by Chisholm. Panthers are going to have to send another body in there to help out as Chisholm is doing great work along the boards to kill some of the power play.
Yeah, good work there by Chisholm, taking off precious seconds. The first 30 seconds of the power play is already gone.
And there's Chisholm again, and Chisholm's going to back it out and put it right back to Lee. Off the boards. And here we are with the 2-on-1 going the other way as Lonis has it over to Chisholm. Chisholm can't quite get the puck, so he's just going to rotate it in that corner again. This time he loses it. He's got to be gassed, and he is. His head's down, and he's going to the bench. Darcy breaking it up for the Sharks. Goes wide to his left, behind the net. Being checked, still looking. Back to the point. That's O'Connell. O'Connell with a shot. That goes wide. Darcy chips it back into the corner to Cutro. Back to DeViller. DeViller with a shot. Glove save.
And then finally,
first real shot we've had for a while for the Sharks.
It took a minute on the power play for the Par-en-Bas to even get into the attacking zone and set up a fantastic shift from Ben Chisholm on that penalty kill. Was doing excellent work. Pretty much killed off a minute of that power play almost single-handedly. So fantastic work, and you got to know that the boys on the bench are going to be appreciating that one.
That one's ripped around the boards. It's going to just get out. Panthers have to regroup. Warner bringing it out. Cross ice to Wallace. Wallace gains the blue line. Drop pass to Young. Young stops. Panthers go back into the normal box. Good work there by Warner being patient. Still looking to try to get through, find a passing lane. There it is in front. The shot. Big save, and the net is off. Goaltender pushed off with the left, and I think, if I remember right, Jeff, actually one of our referees who's been calling it, and JR said that that left post on that side does tend to come off quite easily.
It does. It's one of the little tricks in the Mariners Center. See here on the replay. Fantastic opportunity, a great save by Croft. And then, the stick goes right off the post, knocks it right off, and you got to think the quality of the ice also going to affect how easily that post is going to come off.
Gets back the other way, tries to keep it in, but can't. Chipped all the way down to the ice. Babin will save that and drop it off for Wallace. Wallace will start the start the rush from behind his own net. Power play now over. 5-on-5, equal strength. Coming out at the again are the Sharks. They can't quite get the blue line, though. Swarmed by defenders from the Panthers. Warner back into his own net. And Mason chasing him down, takes him out. Wallace behind the net, tries to shuffle it through. Mason's going to get there first. Pass in front, well defended as they were looking for Glover streaking down the middle. Breaking back the other way, Par-en-Bas. That's Andre Donchma. Pass in front. That goes off of a skate and just goes wide. Back into the corner. Noss goes behind his own net, picked up by Sabian. Sabian checked off the puck. He'll spin away from trouble the other way. Rip it around. Gets it up to Chisholm. That's Noss that gets it up to O'Brien. O'Brien zigzags away from people. Gains the blue line. Back pass. Quick shot. Save and cover. 3:21 to go in the second period. The score remains Parkview Panthers 3. Par-en-Bas Sharks, no score.
Shots right now 16-11 in favor of Parkview, but Par-en-Bas able to get I believe it's around 5 or 4 shots in just the past couple of minutes. So Par-en-Bas really trying to step it up here. They want to at least get 1 goal before the end of the second period.
Ripped in deep again. Good play there by Ryland Donchma to get it around, but not out. Wrist shot, that goes off of a leg into the corner. Donchma again tries to chip it to the point. This time it's going to get out. That pass in between the two Shark players. Liam Young's going to get there first. Goes hard against the boards to clear the zone. Sharks changing. Eisner behind his own net will set things up for the Panthers. He goes behind his own back to Young. Young, that pass in Noss's skates and it goes off of him. That shot, I won't say it was difficult, but Croft had to at least be wary of it. Back in the corner. Parkview able to gain the zone. Nice chip forward. That's O'Brien. O'Brien has some room, takes a hard wrist shot off of Donchamont's leg. Back to the point, can't quite hold it in, and Eisner will regroup for the Panthers. Chip it forward, and they'll break in. Cross ice pass. Sharks getting into their own end. Cutro has it. He stops in the middle to Darcy. Darcy on a 1-on-2. Gets that quick shot away, a solid shot. Just a little piece of it, I think Croft got, and then it went up into the screen. Solid hard shot by Darcy.
Oh, fantastic shot from Darcy. Another good scoring attempt. Lucky for Croft, though, that puck bounced off the netting, because if that would have went off the glass, it bounced right behind him, and it was sitting there in the blue paint. So again, the Mariner Center is known to have some kind of weird bounces coming off their boards and their glass. And it seems that, again, the Mariner Center very active in trying to influence this game.
We're giving Croft credit, but based on where the faceoff is, obviously it tinged off of the crossbar and went up.
At least that's what the referees are saying.
Chipped ahead forward. That's Chisholm again. Chisholm taken out in the corner, loses his stick. Puck's underneath the body. We don't know where the puck is. Oh, there it is. Thank you. I was looking down low.
So was everyone else except the one defender with the puck.
There's a shot. That goes off a stick. Wrap around in front. Once again, milling around that net. Behind the net again, that's Zink. Zink trying to pass it in front. Well checked. Still fighting for it, though. Still has it. Good work behind the net there by Zink. Checked off the puck one more time. Wraps around and still is fighting for it. Goes back the other way, and that's Glover again. Glover has some room. Takes a shot. That goes off the body and into the corner. Chipped in deep into the zone. Once again, the Panthers establishing pressure here late in the second period. Spinning away from trouble. That's Chisholm again. Chisholm tries to get back to Zink. Zink and Chisholm, a dynamic duo in this shift.
Zink and Chisholm, they're fantastic with puck possession. And as you're seeing in this game, it's so hard to knock them off that puck.
Panthers are going to come away with it. That's Glover. Glover gets it to the red line. They tried to chip it in deep, just swung and miss. That's Darcy coming back the other way, avoids one check. Loses an edge, though, as he tries to bring the puck in. Coming in now, we've got Mason. Mason spins away from trouble. Nice move. Tries to pass it in front. Broken up by Drew D'Entremont. To the point, and the Panthers have to wait until they get their players on side. Lead pass to Young. Young leaves it for D'Entremont, but then once again offside as the back pass just gets a little too far as Hayden Young hadn't established himself in the zone.
And once again, but you see here on the replay, another fantastic opportunity. A good block there. The shot, though, going off the mask of Warner on that one. It shook him up a bit, but he did jump right back onto his feet. That's why they play with the full face cage at this level.
17.1 seconds to go in the second period. Coming back the other way for the last run is Henniger. Henniger slides it over to Lonis. Lonis goes wide, passes in front, off the stick. The shot, still there. Another shot, another save. Big slap shot. Big save by Baban. Back to the point. Another slap shot. That one goes wide. And wow, what amount of play and attempts by the Panthers. But Baban comes up big over and over again to end the second period.
Again, some fantastic frantic play we have right before the end of a period. See here on the replay, the one that started it all. A quick shot. Good rush there on the cross ice right in front of Baban. Baban doing great job on his positioning, trying to cover up as much as he can, and just frantic. The Parkview players were just frantically trying to get it past him. And then it came out to the point, and another quick shot. Baban, though, able to turn away what was 4 good opportunities.
Shot after shot. Some went off legs, but he actually made 2 or 3 saves. Well, I mean, look, the shots on net right now at the end of the period, 21-13. And so I think if we had 3 or 4 just in that little 15 seconds.
Exactly. And again, frantic play picking up towards the end of the period. We'll see if that also happens in the third.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here as Zamboni cleans the ice for a fresh sheet for the third period. Once again, after 2, our score, the Parkview Panthers 3, the Par-en-Bas Sharks no score. This is semifinal action from the 2018 Cooks Cup, brought to you by Pleasant Supplies Timber Mart. And it's MC Media that's covering this for you. We hope that you'll join us for the third period. Welcome back, hockey fans, to the third period coverage of our first semifinal between the Parkview Panthers and Par-en-Bas Sharks. Parkview up 3-0 after 2. This is semifinal number 1 of the 2018 Cooks Cup. My name's David Doucette. With me today, CJ Killam. And CJ, we've had a very entertaining first 2 periods.
It has been a lot of back and forth action, though Parkview controlling the majority of the play. If Par-en-Bas wants to come back in this one, they got to limit the turnovers. They got to watch the offsides, and most importantly, they got to get some more shots on net. 13 shots over 2 periods. You're going to have a hard time winning hockey games with just that limited amount of shots.
We are starting the period even strength. Going back behind his own net is Warner. Warner trying to get it over to Wallace. Wallace gets it stuck in his skates, and they were offside. I was wondering, where did everyone go? They were the Panthers were offside and had to spin around. Unfortunately, the Sharks did not take advantage of that and are still pinned down in their own zone and have to chip it out. Good work to get it up to Young. Young gets it, has a move, goes to start the shot. Big save by Croft. Best scoring opportunity of the game for the Sharks. Coming back hard the other way on the counter is Mason. Mason behind the Peb net, spins away from trouble, taking off the puck. Loses his glove, picks it up, back to the point. That's Henniger. Henniger chips it in deep. Lee in the corner, gets it back to the point. That's Wilkie. Goes off of a leg, good work. This one's going to go forward, and once again, Young has it. Probably nothing left in the tank now, though. It's been a long shift, and especially after trying to fight off and do one break. Hard check in the corner. Good effort in that shift by Young, Hayden Young of the Sharks.
Oh, Hayden Young, great shift. Still not enough in the tank, though, to get a great opportunity off that second rush.
Evan Henniger goes wide to his right, brings it back to the forehand, tries to get that little piece of real estate above the goaltender's shoulder, but goes way above and into the screening. The faceoff will come outside.
See on the replay that first great offensive opportunity from Hayden Young. The best chance so far, Young. He's got a lot of speed. He's got a big body. He takes those long strides. He's going to take advantage now on the fresh sheet ice.
Flipped in deep. Oh, that one goes. Little bad communication between the Babin and his defenseman there, as both swung at a puck and neither of them got it, and it slipped in front of him. Pass in front. That one's going to get chipped back to the point, held in by Lee. Nope, not quite held in by Lee, as the Panthers are offside. Sharks able to get out of their own zone easily, or at least they should have been. Chip forward. Going in after it is DeViller. He's not going to get there first. Ripped around the boards to Lonis. Lonis chips forward to O'Brien. O'Brien has it. O'Brien has a player with him. Takes the shot. And it's a beautiful shot off the post and in the net. 1 minute and 11 seconds. 2 minutes and 11 seconds into the period. Parkview goes up 4-0.
A beautiful shot from Nolan O'Brien. Another 2-on-1 opportunity for Parkview. That's what they've been trying to. They've created a few of those in this game. Nolan O'Brien, though, a perfect sniper shot, perfectly placed right up here in the corners. You see, coming in, he had the space, shot right into the crossbar and back down into the net. Not much Babin can do on that one. It was a beautiful shot from O'Brien.
Puck going back into the Sharks' end. Warner's there first, chips it back. Cutro lead pass through the middle. Sharks breaking out of their own end. Just a little late. That's offside again.
Again, more trouble with the offsides for Par-en-Bas. Just a little bit over anxious.
I'm not going to throw that one on Sams. He was carrying speed, and he probably should have had the puck. When you've got that person in front of you carrying speed, you want to carry that speed into the offensive zone, and it didn't happen.
And again, Par-en-Bas having the hard time generating those offensive chances, and they keep taking more away from themselves.
Exactly. Liam Young with a hard pass. Going back the other way is Warner. Babin's going to get to that first and just cover it up and take the whistle. So at 4-0 in the third period, it is certainly an uphill battle for the Sharks. Right now, it's just a one goal at a time. Try to develop some opportunities, some good scoring opportunities, and try to actually get through that solid defense of the Panthers, who have only let in one goal this entire tournament.
Hey, Parkview, again, their offense has been their best defense. So the way that they can contain possession. But if you're Par-en-Bas, you can't look at winning the war right now. You got to work at winning each individual battle, and that can eventually lead you to the eventual victory.
Nice attempt there by Cook to get one in. Big save by Bam. Back to the point to Young. Young looking for the hat trick. That one goes wide. Hayden Young chips it up to clear the zone. Parkview's going to come away. Liam Young, that's going to be interference. You can't just block somebody over and over. Coming back, though, is Hayden Young. There's a shot. Big save, and now it's going to be touched. And Liam Young, who kind of stared down a Sharks player, Par-en-Bas player, who was a foot shorter, then realized this is going to look really bad.
A whole head shorter. That's kind of an unwinnable situation if you're young there. You're either picking on a guy who's half your size or you're winning a fight against a guy half your size. But now a good opportunity for Par-en-Bas. Like I was saying, you got to win those individual battles. That was an individual battle that was won by Par-en-Bas. They didn't get the goal, but they got a penalty out of it.
Puck to the half board. Panthers are going to be there first. Last time the Sharks had a power play, it was ineffectual for the first half of it anyway. Going back the other way, we have Hayden Young. Hayden Young spins away from trouble. Gets the red line. Gets the blue line. Spins through a lot. Goes through the middle. Nice individual move, but just tried to do too much too many times, and finally has the puck taken away from him. Coming the other way is Glover, and Glover's checked off the puck. Ryan Warner with it. He has some room. Little late with that pass. Follows it up, though. Does gain the blue line. Stops. Tries to cycle it back. Keeps it himself. Back cross ice to O'Connell. O'Connell with a shot off the glove. I think that one was going wide, but still, you can't take that chance by Croft. Back to Warner. Warner with a wrist shot. Can't get by that first stick, and Henniger's going to get it, find the open ice, and chip it down. 56 seconds to go in the power play.
Some offensive pressure put on there by Par-en-Bas, but unable to get really any shot opportunities.
Nice move into the middle. Double team to take off the puck, though. And it's going to be Wilkie that gets it and fires it down.
So far in this power play, I'm seeing the Par-en-Bas Sharks skaters trying to do too much with the puck. They're trying to go one against the world, and the world's going to win on that almost all the time. They should look to get their teammates more involved.
Wallace gets the shot away, hammered after taking that shot. Back behind the net, that's Wilkie with it again, and Wilkie again fires it all the way down. So one attempted shot just inside the blue line, not really extending any type of real pressure in the offensive zone on this power play.
No, it keeps being one player just rushing in, trying to get through all the defense himself and try and get the shot off, and that's not going to work, especially when you have a power play. You need to set up and start cycling the puck around, and just like that, another penalty killed by the Parkview Panthers.
Check coming in for DeViller. DeViller got his elbow up. That could have easily been called a check to the head. He wasn't really protecting himself. That one's going to be called on the other end, though. That's a holding penalty. Back in the corner. Hanging on to it, though, is Lonis. And DeViller touches the puck, and that whistles it down.
The organizers of the Cooks Cup would like to take this opportunity to thank the following sponsors and supporters.
See here on the replay, that huge hit thrown there by Parkview. It was looked a little bit forearm into the chest, maybe the elbow just a little bit close there. But as you see here now, it's number 2 for Par-en-Bas. That's Ryan Warner going into the box. But it seems that the referee having a lot of words right now with both teams. Oh, and a Parkview player being shown the door. That's the captain, number 8, Connor Zink. Oh, nope, that's number 18. Didn't see the first one, Colton Loans going off.
Now, if he's going off, and I'm going to see what happens here, we're going to wait to see what the call is. Earlier on, we had somebody that had a 2-minute penalty in a game misconduct, and I was explaining that in NSSAF rules, there is no swearing on the ice, especially anything that is really loud. And so it's like an automatic game ejection. I'm not seeing a penalty, though, so I'm not sure if it's an equipment issue. Maybe it's a net guard issue or something. We'll see if he comes back on.
Yeah,
they're not screaming bloody murder on the bench, so I don't think it's a penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it seemed like the referee had a talk with him and then pointed, hey, get to the locker room. But again, we don't have any mics on the ice, so who knows what's being said.
Early on, we have McLean with an opening shot. 1:52 to go in this power play, so a golden opportunity for Parkview to get that 5-0 lead, and at 5 goals, we get into the mercy rule setting where the time goes.
5-goal lead, and it is indeed a game ejection going against Parkview. They just announced it over loudspeaker, 10-minute game misconduct for unsportsmanlike. So something was definitely said down there.
Back to the point. It's Sabian with the shot. It goes in. That one, right there in front as Morgan McLean had the old top of the net to go through. Went a little high.
McLean tried to get a bit too fancy there on that one as he tried to roof it off the crossbar. Ended up missing the entire thing you see here on the replay. A great diving save by Babin, though, and that one just goes up and over. And a great opportunity for Parkview to get into running time and possibly get even more rest before their eventual final game if they are able to win this one.
Glavin back to McLean again. McLean with a wrist shot. That one just goes wide. That's going to be held in at the point by Sabian. Sabian crosses to the middle. Looks. Chisholm. Big one-timer. Wow, nice solid shot, but that one goes, well, I think it went off of that lip, the rim of the boards, and then up into the screen.
Yeah, right up out to the screen, and again, another quick face-off. And again, you get some weird bounces here at Mariner Center, especially off the boards. We've seen that a few times. I believe we had a game earlier where the goaltender went out because he was expecting the puck to wrap all the way around the boards. It hit the boards, bounced right out in front of his net, and it was a gimme for the other team. So again, the Mariner Center boards, they're a little finicky sometimes. Sometimes they want to influence the game.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers again. Off the boards and fired in deep by O'Brien. On the other side is Cook getting there first. He's looking to get it behind the net to O'Brien, who does have it. O'Brien circles in the front, back to the point. That's Lee. Lee back down to Noss. Noss has it still. Looking to feather that pass in, broken up nicely and chipped forward. Nice attempt for Young again. Young goes around one person, tries to go around one person, can't quite get it all through his legs though. Back to the Sharks, and the Sharks fire it down the ice. 36 seconds to go in this power play for the Panthers. Cross ice again to Lee. Setting this up again. That pass just in front of everybody, and that's going to all the way down the ice. Tried to do a little too much with that one, and the icing call with 28 seconds to go in the power play.
Yeah, Parkview, though, putting on some good pressure. They got some cycles in, but still, good work by Par-en-Bas. They're getting back into where they were in the first period with their defense. They're doing a good job envisioning what Parkview's going to do and getting those interceptions, getting those sticks in those passing lanes.
Puck gets back to Liam Young. Liam Young with a couple goals today, 2 big slap shots from the point. He sets things up to Eisner. Eisner gains the blue line, chips it in deep, and he'll chase after it and get there first. Tries to spin away from trouble. Good D there by the Sharks. Wallace has it. Tries to fire it out. It goes into the bench. There's no whistle, so Young throws it out. It certainly did touch the gloves of the people on the bench. Everybody but the linesman saw it. Pass in front. That one's just not going to get there in time. O'Brien has it. Back to the point to Young. Young looking for a shooting lane. That's a wrist shot from the point. Babin makes the save and steers it into the corner. We're all even strength right now. Par-en-Bas comes away with it. Chipped off the boards into the neutral zone. Eisner gets it. Cross ice to Young. Young looks. Back to Eisner. He takes it off the boards, but can't quite get it. Coming back the other way is DeViller. DeViller with the 2-on-1. There's a shot off the blocker. The second shot off the pad. Standing tall. Nick Croft making both saves.
Yeah, good opportunity there for Par-en-Bas. But it was also good defensive play by Young. He completely took away the passing option, forced DeViller to make the saves go one-on-one with Croft, and Croft's been on top of his game in this one.
Breaking back the other way, we've got Par-en-Bas, but they were at the end of a shift as well, so they just chip it in and change as well. Sabian behind his own net, avoids the forechecker, picks up the puck. Lee pass through the middle. That's picked off by Green. Green can't come away with it, though. Couldn't quite control that nice defensive move he made. Yannick Cutro fires it in deep. Back behind in his corner is number 9, Wilkie. Wilkie gets it up to Glover. Glover making a nice move through the middle. Gains the blue line. Goes to his left. Stops. Back pass. Nice move there by Zink. Then Zink loses it. One too many moves. Sabian. Sabian to Glover. Glover tries to slide it over. Can't quite get it. Some neutral zone play right now with 5 1/4 minutes to go in the game. It's back to the point to O'Connell. O'Connell directs one towards the net. It goes wide. Against the boards to Zink. Zink chips it forward, back to O'Connell, and O'Connell's just going to fire it in deep again. Sabian sets up behind his own net, waits. Time is on Parkview's side right now. Scoring more goals is not helpful. Staying healthy and out of the box and not hurt for the final, more important.
Especially at this point, if you're Parkview, you just want to, limit the whistles, limit the time as a deflection sent aside by Babin. You just want to get through this one as pain-free as possible.
Not getting much support out there.
Oh, yeah, Young, he's trying to go one against the world. And while he's more successful than I've seen a lot of players when they try to do that, he's still not being able to get off those good chances.
Smith brings the puck in but loses it. Wilkie rips it around. That's going to be held in by Wallace at the other side, trying to get it in deep. Breaking away the other way with the 2-on-1. This is Chisholm. Chisholm has McLean. McLean with the backhand, and it just goes wide. Trickles off. He loses control, goes off the end of his stick. Brings them back the other again. Here's a shot. That one's a big save by Babin. Babin keeping this a 4-goal game late in the third. Both teams fighting for it in the middle. That's McLean that comes away with it. Gains the zone. Fighting off two players. There's going to be a penalty. Pass in front. This time it's Henniger. Henniger waits. Delayed penalty. Back to the point. Wrist shot. That one's way upstairs. That one didn't have a hope. Off the netting. Whistle blows with 3:54 and a power play opportunity for the Parkview Panthers.
See how on the replay, McLean all alone in front of the net, and he just had that rolling puck. That puck was rolling on him. He tried to move it to his backhand, and it just kept going where it was. He fails on the shot attempt. That would have been a beautiful goal, but to give them the 5-goal lead. But though, in that rush, though, ended up getting a penalty, number 6, Andre D'Entremont, in the box now for Par-en-Bas.
So with 3:54 to go in the game, truly a chance to really put the icing on the cake for this one for the Panthers to pencil them in for the final. Christian D'Entremont loses control. That one goes high up into the rafters and is whistled down.
Yeah, once again, Parkview showing that dominance they've had all tournament long. So far only letting in 1 goal in all of the games that they've played, scoring on an average of just a little over 5 goals a game. So Parkview is showing that they are the dominant team in the West Valley Hockey League this season.
Panthers set up, fired in deep. It goes off of a leg. Getting there first is D'Entremont. He rips it around, but on the other side is Cook. Cook's going to keep it in. Go behind the net to Noss. Noss has it. Back to the point. Wilkie. Wilkie cross ice to Sabian. Sabian hangs on, goes back deep. Looks for it to get back to Sabian. He has it. Nice lead up there. There's a quick shot. Had that short side. That was Nolan O'Brien, but he missed it. Back in the corner, Christian D'Entremont tries to rip it around, doesn't get much on it, and so O'Brien has it again. Back to Sabian. Sabian tries to feather that one in through, but couldn't quite get it over. Needed more of a saucer on that pass.
Bit more of a saucer, and again, more great work by Par-en-Bas Sharks at getting those sticks in those passing lanes to try to intercept passes or at least deflect them away from their intended target.
First half of the power play killed. Second unit coming on now. Connor Zink waits. Make sure they're set up. Goes cross ice to 2-goal scorer Liam Young. Young trying to maybe do some more damage from the point. Young gets it up to Mason. Mason gains the zone. He stops. Young is ready. Young has it. It's to Young. Young side over to the puck, and then the goal. Number 12, Tyler Mason. You have to be careful when Young's there. You have to think he's going to shoot. This time he slips a pass over. They go back over to Mason, who has a wide open net.
Intelligent play from Young. All of Par-en-Bas Sharks players assumed he was going for the shot, and that's how they reacted. But instead he went for the slap pass, sent it across the ice for a wide open man. As you see here, the first one off the post, but then bounced right on front of Babin. Just a millisecond too late. Almost got the glove on that one. But now with a 5-goal lead, we're also in running time.
Glover makes an attempt to get it, gets it back again. Fights off a check. Panthers still hanging up, still pressuring. Mason has it now. Over to Young. Young with the wrist shot. Gets through a crowd, and it's in. That went off a few bodies. I don't know if it was Young that scored it. It looked like it was tic-tac-toe off some legs and skates, and that's going to make it 6-0. And by the time they clean this up, there literally will just be 45 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, not sure who they're going to credit with that one because, again, that puck bounced off a whole lot of bodies. Going to have to wait for the official call before we award that goal to anyone. Leah Young might have just scored a hat trick. Not quite sure. As we'll see here on the replay, the puck goes in, bounces off a whole bunch of bodies, and so I can't tell who touched that one. We'll have to wait for the official call.
McLean coming in as Parkview not letting up with a minute to go. With a nice rush over to the left, takes that high shot. Babin stood up tall, kept it up on the shoulder, and is able to get the whistle. Under a minute, and as you said, running time.
And it's Zink getting credit for that one.
Warner has it. Back to the corner. Coming back the other way, we've got Brendan Smith trying to go in deep. Chips it in forward. Liam Young with it in the corner. He's just going to look to drag that puck. Clip it forward. Right now it's about saving that shutout for the goaltender. If I'm on the bench for the Parkview, I can't say that, but in the booth I can. Coming back the other way, we have Morgan McLean trying to get another goal. Gets all the way to Babin, who covers it up. And with 18 seconds and counting, that could just about do it for this game.
That'll probably just do it again. Another great game by Parkview. Again, keeping up with their tradition. So far, they've only allowed one goal the entire tournament, and now they're scoring at a 5.5 goals for. And you're going to win a lot of hockey games if those are the type of numbers you're putting up. Parkview moving on to the finals.
Parkview going to move into the finals against the winner of Sir John A. Macdonald and the Claire Lou. That's the next semifinal to come up. Shots on net at the end of this. It was hard to actually keep track as they're counting them down. We didn't see them now, so I can't really tell you. But Parkview certainly dominated the play. At the end of the game here, it got out of control after Parkview scored that fifth goal, and that took any wind out of the sails of the Par-en-Bas Sharks.
Yeah, the Par-en-Bas Sharks, they figured it was over at that point. But if you're a fan of the Par-en-Bas Sharks, you have one thing to be hopeful for. This is a very young team. Majority of this team's going to be together for at least one, some of these players even 2 years. So Par-en-Bas Sharks, this is the beginning of what could be a very good run for them in the West Valley Hockey League.
So once again, our final is the the Parkview Panthers 6 and the Par-en-Bas Sharks 0. And that's going to get Parkview into the final. We'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's coverage of the 2018 Cooks Cup. We have some players of the game to be announced, and we'll announce those for you as well. Not a surprise, number 77, Hayden Young.
He was all over the ice. Just a grade 10 for Par-en-Bas Sharks, so he's going to be a good player for them for years to come.
And number 2, Liam Young, with a couple big shots from the point where goals. A big presence on defense for the Panthers the entire game.
Yeah, he's a solid defender, a big body, rocket of a shot. Liam Young, well-deserved player of the game honors.
So make the final. Parkview Panthers 6, Par-en-Bas Sharks no score. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, my partner today, CJ Killam, all of the volunteers behind the cameras and behind the scenes, we'd like to thank everyone for joining our coverage, MC Media's coverage of the 2018 Cooks Cup, coming to you from the Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Up next for us, semifinal number 2. We hope you can join us for our continuing coverage. Until next time.